card fighters? This is Kyle D, better known as Ride My Avatar, bringing you some mega deck profiles. Today we have not one but the 5, as we have continued this series on. I want to make like 1 million decks for you guys that might be really good for every set. I can't really do that, but over the course of my series of this little thing, we're hopefully going to make 1 billion decks. So guys, remember to hit that like button, help promote this video, get it up there to the likes. I don't care what you do after that. Hit that subscribe button if you really want to support this channel, and let's dive right in. So first off, we have Mega Recovery Security. So again, this Mega Zoo deck is very interesting. We're using random Digitama just so we have our Gaia Forces active in hand, or our Trident Revolver active in hand, so that we kind of have this playstyle that our opponent can't interact with right away. Then we have Salamon in here to die for recovery. Then we have Lucimon for on-play recovery for when it's just a 5 cost, when we have 10 or more, so we can just recover. Again, then we also have Magna Anchamon just to be annoying to recover. Chikarumon's in here to drop down on the matchup, the same Mega Zoo matchup, or onto Rookie Rush, so they can't really do anything. Puppetmon's in here to be Puppetmon. Spending your opponent's Digimon for regardless of situation is just annoying to a lot of players. We play Don Devi in here for when a card is removed from your security stack, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack, so if they hit us, they lose 1 on them. So if we can get 2 of these out, we can start removing 2 security stacks on them consistently. And then we have Seraphimon in here for the recovery, and it's security +1. It's not really meant for the security +1 because, again, we just only care about Magna Angemon's skill, but it's just the Digivolve to draw us a card. Magna Angemon's in here for the fact of the matter is she can recover us too, but she also can play Lucimon for free. So again, being able to play Lucimon for free is just nasty for this deck. Then we also play 2 Chaosmons in here just to be the annoying unsuspended Digimon to whack into your opponent's Digimon. This effect allows you to attack unsuspended. Well, then you have Vulgar Arm, so activate the following effect twice, +1 your opponent's Digimon gets -7,000 DP twice, so 14,000, kind of killing off most things. Trident Revolver's in here to delete one of our opponent's 6,000 DP, so we're looking at killing ultimates and down if there are on the light end. So, but then we can also play our 4-cost Tamers that will be super annoying. Here is a card that really triggers a lot of players because Holy Wave lets you trigger recovery +1, and being able to trigger recovery +1 on your opponent when they hit your security stack blows their mind, because now they can't. Now that 5 attack spree just got stopped because Holy Wave flipped up. Then we have Tactical Retreat to put one of our Digimon on the top stack, so something big. So let's say your opponent has annoying card or something like that, we can put Chaosmon on top if they were going to kill it anyway. So being able to put it on the top just makes our opponent cry. And it's also in here because it's recovery when it's flipped. Then you have TK for the fact of TK shenanigans. And we have another TK for all the security, bumping up our little guys. So we could put a Salamon in, and if we have all 4 of this, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, plus Salamon's 10,000 DP. Most things die if they ram into that. So again, here is Recovery Zoo. Next, here is Ragnalordmon ZOO. So again, after, this success has happened during its course last season near the end, this deck is still good. You have Demi Veemon for the fact of the matter is to ride on Veemon to draw us a card. We play 1 Gobamon to draw us at least 1 card out of the trade, so on play. Infirmon's in here to de-digivolve with the Kaiser Nail, actually, so that our opponent's big guy is smaller. And we do also play Machine Dramon to de-digivolve our opponent's Digimon down, so that they don't really have much of a threat analysis that we would normally have. So we also play Ragnalordmon because Ragnalordmon plus Doranamon plus Ragnalordmon. If you don't know what he does, security +1, reboot, and then pretty much if you put one of these 2 sister pieces underneath him, you gain 3 memory, pretty much Digivolving for free for the turn. Millenniumon's in here to be Millenniumon shenanigans. Alter S is to wipe Rookie Rush boards. Chaosmon's in here to attack big threats that we don't want to deal with naturally. Ragnalordmon's in here for recovery +2. Play level 3 won't happen, but it's just there for the recovery. And then we have also talk about Volcandromon's in here to drop down and make our opponent sad. And then we play Codeine in here because, again, if we can get blocker under Ultra S, Millenniumon, Ragnalordmon in any way, shape, or form, our opponent can't kill it with Gaia Forces. So their only options are minusing it and bouncing it. So again, eliminating in the red matchup that threat, and maybe in the yellow zoo matchup, really does help out because they can't just kill it unless they battle it. Then you have Kaiser Nail in here to rip out the Infirmon or the Machine Dramon. Really does help out. Concitus Breath is to return one of our opponent's Digimon back to our hand. Again, playing it for cost is really nice. Our opponent will be upset if we actually just keep bouncing their stuff. So again, it really does help out in the long run. Here's a deck that I slightly brushed over. Again, this is purple options. It's taking advantage of the LilthaLoop loop that JP later gets. So being able to grab Jackraid or use Hammer Spark for free. So again, LilthaLoop will gain us extra memory off the deal. So if we hold on to our Hammer Sparks and Jackraids until LilthaLoop, we have a couple LilthaLoop, we gain a mass amount of memory that our opponent can't keep up with. And being able to use, let's say, Lady Devamon to just make our opponent lose a rookie out of the deal. He's also draw. Raremon's in here for the fact of the matter is to grab one of these majorly good option cards that we play. We play Hell's Gate to get rid of Megas. Jackraid because, again, gaining excessive memory is really nice. Necrophobia is in here to replay our ultimate line if they get deleted. Kaiser Nail's in here for the fact of the matter is it's the same thing. So Kaiser Nail and Necrophobia are almost like the same exact thing. One just cares about the trash, the other one cares about your Digimon underneath. They will be playing our level 5s, or Kaiser Nail will possibly be playing Raremon. Then we have Aqua Viper. So again, return one of your Digimon to your owner's hand, or return up to 2 of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to their hand. Trash all Digi-Evolution. So we're getting rid of their blockers. So again, this really combos well with LilthaLoop because LilthaLoop doesn't care if you bounce with Aqua Viper. Again, now it's only a 1-cost bounce. Take your Raremon or something like that, or your Beamon, bounce it back to your hand so you can Digivolve on top of it later after you swung with it, so that it gets out of your opponent's range, and then their blockers aren't worth anything. Littlemon's in here for the draw 2 advantage that it gives, and being able to play Hell's Gate, Necrophobia, or even Kaiser Nail for free is really nice because, again, well, you can't play Kaiser Nail, sorry. You can only play the Necrophobia or the Hell's Gate for free. Really nice. Then we have Don Devi for your opponent trashes 2 cards from their hand if it's deleted, but it's also there to keep our opponent in check. Then we have Neo Devimon for the fact of the matter is if we're playing yellow heavily in this meta, we should have a way of getting rid of punishing them for playing Tamers. So again, when your opponent plays a Tamer, even in the Mega Zoo matchup Mirror, this card is nasty. And when your opponent's Tamer becomes suspended, gain 1 memory, that's really just there for that. Cerberusmon is draw 2, then trash 1 card from your hand when deleted. And then you will combo it off with Cerberusmon Werewolf Mode. So it has Rush, and then delete one of your Cerberusmons to gain 9 memory. So basically it comes in for free if we check out our Cerberusmon. Then Raremon's in here for fact of the matter, rare on shenanigans. Beamon's in here for being Beamon. And then we have Don Devimon. Nice to draw us advantage. So again, LilthaLoop is really nice because if we have 10 or more, we can grab our Jackraid, 2 Jackraids back, and Jackraid can just gain us excessive amount of memory that our opponent doesn't want us to have. Here is another deck that you might have to look out for in the Mega variety. So first off, we have Don Devi, we have Demi Beamon, of course. Demi Beamon's in here for jamming, draw us a card. Beamon's in here for the draw card. Lucimon's in here for recovery. Again, to combo off with Magna Angemon. Magna Dramon. And Magna Angemon is trigger recovery +1 while in play. We already know this from the old deck. Yukayomon's in here just to be annoying. Again, Puppetmon's in here to suspend our opponent's thing and play memory gaining. Lotusmon's in here to prevent our opponents from playing level 4 or lower. Digimon from their hand. So it, again, anti-rookie rush. If they're trying to go wide just to counteract us, LilthaLoopZOO comes down and just laughs at your opponent. Sarismon is in here for the security. So again, that's why we use it. Magnedramon I mentioned to recovery and play Lucimons. Chaosmon's in here to remove threat targets that our opponent should not let us have. Then Voltron does the same thing. And Kaiser Nail is to grab our Magnetangmon to recover, so we can Digivolve on top of it if we choose to, or we can just grab anything really nice. We can grab a Puppetmon out of underneath Chaosmons, or we can grab Magnedramon underneath a Voltron. Again, just plenty of things to grab, or our Lotusmon underneath it, just to keep our opponent on their toes. Titus Breath's in here to bounce stuff that your opponent doesn't like you having. Needle Spray's in here because, again, what's really nice is it's a 2-for-1 in security, and more than likely we'll get this, and being able to rest their blocker, and then being able to swing in for turn sometimes is what you need to do in that matchup. Then we have Eden's Javelin, because we will be having a bigger hand because we will be stalling out our opponent a little bit more than we like. So we're going to draw and minus 1000 DP. Tactical Retreat is to place the top security deck Digimon face down. Again, just getting our megas and stuff like that off the board. PK's in here to grab what we need. Usually we'll grab a yellow Digimon to just keep everything in check. Next, we have this list. This list is brought to you by Sean. He went undefeated at a major half-case tournament, but then didn't make it in the top 8, which is fine, but he's a really good player, and I give him credit. He really came up with a really nice list. I got this from the tournament's listing. So Don Devi Vmon is with jamming with Vmon. Lucimon's in here for the recovery aspect. Magnetangmon's in here for recovery. 2 Machine Dramon for the Digivolution and being a big blocking threat. Puppetmon's in here to lock things down. And Lotusmon's in the same category, being able to make it so if your opponent hard plays level 4 or lower Digimon, you kind of get to laugh at them for a bit. Don Devi's in here for being annoyingly amazing. Being able to remove your opponent's security every time they swing into yours is really nasty. Magnetangmon is to recovery 2, and then play our Lucimons for free. Then we have Chaosmon's in here for the when unsuspend this Digimon that can be attacked your opponent's Digimon. This effect allows you to unsuspend it. Volger Arm is in here to be Volger on. Being able to minus 14 anything on board is really nasty. Kaiser Nail is to bring out our Magnetangmon under circumstances like if we Digivolve onto Magnedramon, knowing later that we can use Kaiser Nail to pull Magnetangmon out, recover, or we can use it for underneath Boulder Arm to grab the Magnetangmon out. So again, there's just so much combos you can do with this deck, and to prevent your opponent from getting crazy amount of memory. Titus Breath is to bounce our opponent's stuff and make them cry. Tactical Retreat is just in here to put any big guy we want on top of our security stack. Here's a nice, really cool card. So Kyrie in purple, when a card is removed from your security stack, you may suspend this tamer to gain 1 memory. So again, if they swing at you, you can punish them with, if you have 2 Don Devi, removing 2 of their security and gaining 1 memory off of them. So that's sometimes just enough, like a hammer spark that just could literally end them with games. So TK's in here for grabbing our yellow Digimon out of the security stack, and or just taking a quick look. We only need to play him once, but we want to play Kyrie a lot more often. So again, guys, hopefully you like these Mega Zoo videos, and let me know in the next video for what next video you want me to cover, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!